I don't know who this word is for, but I know it's for somebody. It's probably for a lot of us. Um, First thing I'm gonna say is this is a message for your spouse. I'm pretty sure who everybody know what a spouse is. It's your significant other, it's your wife or your husband, the one that God has appointed to you, not who you has chosen for yourself. Um, this is very important that you get in God's presence and pray about your husband or your wife. Because if you don't pray about these things, the enemy himself will bring you a wife or a husband that he thinks that's suitable for you. Because what he does, he study you. He knows what you like. He knows what interests you. He knows what will just allow you to actually start talking to these individuals when they don't have none of God qualifications. They just have all of your qualifications, what you think is right for you, or what you see. And that's not of God, because this is why a lot of a lot of marriages doesn't work. You see people, they get married, they look like they so happy and all that honeymoon stages, and after that they get a divorce. And that is not of God. That's not of God at all, because if God put you together, God says, let no man separate what he put together. So if you allowing people to be in your ear when God has put you together, when God had put you two together, and you let someone get in your ear for you to leave that person, that ain't nothing but the enemy. It ain't nothing but the enemy, because what God puts together is basically a danger zone for the enemy. That is something that the enemy does not want together. It's a threat to the kingdom of darkness when God puts something together, because he know two are better than one. With the praying, with the fasting, with the casting out demons and everything else that goes with it, as in working with the Lord. So if you don't have that, if you don't have somebody that God sent to you, and you don't chose somebody all based off of sex and what they can do for you, all because of how much money they have in they pockets, all because of what car they driving, honey, I'd rather be alone than to be unhappy. Because it don't make, I don't care how much money you have in your bank account, how much money you have in your pocket, how many cars you got that's luxury. I don't care nothing about none of that, because at the end of the day, those people like that love those type of things. They love their money, they love their cars, they love that fame, they love other women, okay? And girls like that too. I'm not just trying to make it seem like I'm just gonna bash the man, because it's some women like that too. They love these type of things. They love materialistic things. They love, they actually idolize those things. And God said, don't idolize nothing. Don't idolize nothing but him. And this is why everything don't last. Everything that shines, trust me, you gotta have discernment. You gotta be praying to God and have a relationship with God to know who's for you and who's not for you. Because a lot of y'all just ignore the truth. Y'all ignore the red flags. Y'all ignore everything that God be trying to show you. And you know, God doggone well, you shouldn't be with that individual. You be knowing, because he don't lie. And a lot of people want to sit up there and say God don't speak to them, and they don't hear God, and God be showing you the signs. God will show you so many red flags, and they'll just go right over your head. You can't keep letting stuff go over your head, because nowadays, God is allowing you people, and I'm going to say you people, because I ain't a part of that, dying y'all sins. And a lot of y'all in these relationships, y'all know y'all not happy. Y'all just there because y'all feel like, well, I've been here for this long and I ain't finna leave and I don't want to start over and I don't want to this and I don't want to that. All for you to be somewhere where you're miserable. No, ma'am. No, sir. That's not happening. I mean, yes, it's kind of hard being alone and being by yourself, but honey, let me tell you something. When you learn to love yourself, nobody can come to you with foolishness. Nobody can come to you and try to offer you something that you don't want. That's a disguise. Nobody not gonna be able to play you, because you're gonna already know what you're gonna accept and what you're not gonna accept. It is very important to love yourself. It is very important to heal before you get into another relationship. Because if you don't heal before you get in a relationship, you in a relationship after relationship after relationship, how you got time for yourself? How you got time to heal what's within that you don't let this person broke when the whole time y'all been together? But all you thinking about doing is who I'm finna be with next, who I'm finna talk to, who finna come to my house. And no, you can't do that. You gotta heal within. You gotta allow God to change you within the inside of you. That has to happen. And if you're not allowing that to happen when it's time for your real husband or your real wife to come, you're gonna bleed all over that person. That person gonna be trying to get the heck away from you, all because you holding on to things that happened in your past relationship. You can't do that. You gotta heal. You gotta have that time to yourself so that you can be able to forgive people, to let things go, to pray about it, to give it to God, and then you gotta forgive yourself for allowing yourself to go through the things that you went through. Okay? So once you get to that level in your life, you know that, okay, things are going to get better for you. God is going to send somebody in for you. But as you're doing all of that, you got to get in a relationship with the Lord, because he's the only one that's going to allow you to have that ideal or that desirable wife or husband that you want. Because if you don't have a relationship with the Lord, then the enemy going to keep sending in these counterfeits. You're going to keep getting counterfeits, the ones that God ain't even sending to you. You're going to think that that's it, but that's not going to be the right person for you. You got to know for a fact who's for you and who's not for you. You got to pray about everything. Pray about everything. Don't just allow people to come in your circle. Don't allow people to come in your circle who has hurt you. Forgive them. Let them go. When God tell you to forgive somebody, that does not mean you have to let them back in. That don't mean that. Forgive them and let them people go. Love them from afar, even if it's family. Love them from afar. And a lot of things I'm gonna tell y'all, when it come down to your relationships, especially when it come down to when God put something together, you gotta keep people out your business. You gotta keep family out your business. Don't take no advice from nobody. If somebody is not on the same page as you, trying to go to where y'all both going at and elevating in the Lord, don't tell them nothing about your relationship. Don't tell them nothing, because people and friends and family, they all will try to put stuff in your ear, and that don't be nothing but the enemy. They try to put stuff in your ear so that you can start thinking ill about the person that God has sent you. I don't think that God would do something like that, and I don't think this, and they always don't think something. They always don't think nothing, and then they're in a relationship when they unhappy, or they not even married. They not in a relationship at all, but they still got chaos in their life. They still talking to this person, that person. You can't listen to people like that. Don't listen to people like that. You got to learn to let people go. You got to learn to take things to the Lord, because he's the one that's going to tell you the truth about anybody that you bring in your life. Nobody cannot tell you nothing about nobody, because nobody don't know the hearts of people. So when it come down to the person that God has sent you, you will know if that person is for you. Because for one, God gonna reveal it to you. He's gonna reveal it to you. And it may come in a dream. It ain't gonna it is gonna come in a dream. It's gonna come in a dream, and then God gonna speak to you. He gonna give you revelation on that dream. He may show you a dream of the person, but then you're gonna be wondering, why I keep dreaming about this person? Why I keep hearing this name? He's going to give you revelation when it's time. His timing. When it's his timing, that's when he's going to allow them to come in. But it all comes with you getting a relationship with him. You praying, you fasting, and like all of that. Hey, that's what you got to do. He the one that created all of us. You rather him show you, or you rather the world show you? I'd rather God show me, because he going to show me everything. He ain't going to leave nothing out. He going to tell me and show me everything. So I'd rather go to the Lord about everything. I don't care what it is. Family, friends, spouse, whatever. Kids. God going to show you everything. And then I have these Bible verses I want to speak on. Okay. It's a lot. So I'm going to just tell y'all now. Y'all going to have to read the word for yourself, because it's a lot to read. It is a lot to read. The first one is, why didn't I save it to where I was? Okay, Proverbs. Okay, the first one is Proverbs 5. Proverbs 5. And where was I gonna start this at? And this goes out to if you're a woman, put it into a man perspective, and if you're a man, put it into a woman perspective, because it's the same way. It goes the same way, vice versa, man or woman, because men are like women. So you gotta just put it as in to how you take it in. Okay, so Proverbs 5. You should try to read this all for yourself. I'm gonna try to read some stuff so that y'all can at least get to what I'm trying to show y'all. I hope y'all get this word and y'all understand what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Proverbs 5. Okay, I'm gonna start at 3. For the lips of a strange woman drops as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. Okay? Strange women. It's strange women and it's strange men, but you gotta know the difference between these two. Okay? And it says, okay, lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable, that thou cannot know them. As in, she'll be one way one day, and another day she'll be another person, and then next day she'll be. It's like you can't get who she is. She will never reveal the real her. She will always be something that she's not, or try to be something that she's not. Even a man too. You will not never ever be able to figure them out, because their ways are movable, so you won't be able to never figure them out. They'll make you think one thing, or then the next day you'll be thinking a whole nother thing. It's like you'll be so confused the whole time you with this person. Oh yeah, I think he loved me. Yeah, I feel like he loved me, but then again, I don't know if he loved me because he doing that. But I think I could trust him. I don't think he cheated. Is she like, all of these things gonna be going on in your head. Their ways are movable. You will not know who they are or who they is. Like, that's what that is. And that right there, when you confuse in a relationship, that show you right there that that person is not for you. You should not be confused in no relationship that you're in. It should be love, and you will see the love. A person don't really have to tell you they love them. They love you. Even if they do, that's fine, but you should feel it. Love is an action word. You don't have to tell me I love you all the time. I should feel it within my heart. And then on top of that, you should see it too. Because you can see if a person loves you. You can feel if a person really loves you. And you can see if they don't love you. You just got to be open-minded to see those things and stop letting people manipulate you. And that's witchcraft. Manipulation is witchcraft, if you didn't know. Okay. And then it says, 7. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house. Okay. And it says, lest thou give thy honor unto others, and they years unto the cruel. Some people is cruel. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. Okay, I'm trying to see exactly where I was at so I can show y'all. The last one, the flesh and the body is consumed. Okay, wait. It's gotta be here. Ooh, because I was on 7 too. Okay, and now I'm gonna move like it tells. That's why I say y'all have to read it for y'all stuff, because it tells you too about your wife, like who you should, you know, choose. And I'm just say this. It says, okay, the strange woman, she is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at the corner, at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an imputed face said unto him, I have peace offering with me. This day I have paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee dignity, to seek thy face, and I have found thee. It says, passing through the streets near her corner, and he went to the house, and he went the way to her house, in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot, and subtle of heart. These are the people that God is telling you to stay away from. These women that do these things, because these are the women that will rob you of everything. They will use you. They will abuse you mentally, physically, and emotionally. Like, these are the people that you should try to stay away from, because these people is not of God. These people they just like God have his people on a mission, on a journey, and on an assignment. The enemy have his children on an assignment too. And I'm trying to just find the ones that actually that I want to just say to y'all so that it'll hit to y'all. This one says 7:19, for the good man is not at home, he is gone a long journey. And that right there tells you being with somebody that you're not supposed to be with is going to be a long journey for you to get back to where you're supposed to be at with God. They take you far away from God. These people, man, woman, it don't matter. They take you far away from God. So it'll be so hard for you to leave these people. It would be so hard for you to leave these people. You would think that, oh God, I love them. Why can't I leave? I know I'm being mistreated. Why can't I leave? It's because it's the attachment. And people, what they do is they confuse that. What happened is they think that that's love when it's an attachment. It's not love, it's an attachment, and it's hard to break attachments. It really is hard to break attachments. So you gotta know for a fact if these people for you. Okay? So therefore, read Psalms 5 and Psalms 7. Okay? Read both of those scriptures, and then y'all will see exactly what I'm talking about. But those people, witchcraft is real, honey. Witchcraft is real. And the only reason why these women, y'all probably be looking like, who proposed to her? Why she got a husband? Listen, these women out here doing whatever it takes to get a man. They don't care who they hurt. They don't care. They know they not in it for love. They know they're not in it for love. They'll do anything to keep a man there, even when they know. They'll know, because you know what? Most of these women, these witches and these warlocks, they know who these people supposed to be assigned to. But what they do is they come in and try to prolong them getting to the person they're supposed to be with. They be knowing this stuff because they looking into people's lives. They looking into people's future to see the wealth that they're gonna have, the marriage they're gonna have, the children they're gonna have, like the house they're gonna have. So they feel like they're gonna just be there because they want part of that. But see, the thing is, God not gonna release that until they get to with the person who they supposed to be with. Especially if you are kingdom, if you in the kingdom, if you doing things for the kingdom of God, it's not gonna happen. So what they do is they try to prolong, they try to waste so much time so that you will never be able to get with the person that God has for you. That's what these people do. They put love spells on you. They put love curses on you. They curse you. They do all types of stuff just for you not to be happy, for you to be miserable, for you to be confused from them into the real person. Like, it's real serious out here, y'all. It is very important for you to be in God's presence, for you to pray daily, for you to get to know God for yourself, because if you don't get to know God, you're going to always fall into Satan's trap. You're going to always fall into Satan's trap. If you with people that you know you're not supposed to be with, leave them people alone. Stop trying to force things and trying to make things happen. Like, I don't care if you have children for them. If these people is not doing what they're supposed to do, if they're not trying to get to know who God is, if they're not trying to change their life for the better, and the only way you can change your life for the better is you getting to know who God is, getting in God's presence, getting a relationship with the Father. If you ain't got God in your life and God in your circle, and it's not gonna make it. Your marriage not gonna make it. Your relationship not gonna make it. You ain't even gonna get proposed to. You probably in a relationship for 8, 9, 10 years and ain't even been proposed to yet. You want to be married because you want to do the right thing in the eyes of the Lord. But it's like, if that person ain't married to you yet, or they ain't proposed to you yet, it don't take that long for people to marry you. It don't take that long, because a real man of God is not going to be sitting up here sinning, having sex with you, and knowing you're not married. They're not going to do that, because all that do is bring warfare in your life. It brings attacks in your life. It gives the enemy leeway to come in and just disrupt everything what you got going on. And you wonder why y'all arguing every day. Y'all can't see eye to eye. Y'all fighting in front of the kids and just doing all this type of eruption stuff every single day. Why? Because the enemy has took control. And he knows it's draining you. Because that's all he doing, is trying to drain your spirit and trying to make you give up on life. And then try to waste all your years. So when it is, for you would think about leaving this person alone, you will be 50-some years old, 60-some years old. You settle. It's not good to settle. It's not good to settle. I'm telling you, it's not good to settle. That's the worst thing you can do, is just settle for whoever you with, just because you feel like you got kids with them. There's a lot of people in relationships, they shouldn't even supposed to be in them. It's a lot of people in relationships and they've been forced to be with them. They've been forced to be with them, as in these people got spells on them. They don't even know why. They can't leave, but they know they want to leave, but they can't leave. They can't leave because you basically on a covenant with them. You don't put a covenant over yourself with this person that don't put a love spell on you to marry them and to stay with them. So you will never ever be able to leave them until you come back to the Lord and he open your eyes, and then you'll be able to leave. If God don't accept it, if God don't approve it, don't do it. Because the enemy is so sneaky. He would do anything to God's people to make you just suffer, to make you die in your sins. That's what he does. And I was gonna read Ephesians to you, but I don't want to make this video so long because it's already so long. But I advise you to read Ephesians 5:21 through 33. But I will tell you this. It says, submitting yourself one to another and the fear of God. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. Okay? And then it says, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and as he is the savior of the body. Okay? Then it says, husband, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. Then it says, I want to show y'all something. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. So if you can find somebody that actually like purely like genuinely love you, that means that person love themselves. If you can't find a person that love you how you supposed to be loved, that person don't love themselves. They don't know how to love. They don't even know what love feel like. You probably don't even really know what love feel like either, because you probably been in all type of you probably got abandonment issues. You probably have childhood trauma that you ain't forgiven, or you ain't, tried to work out from when you was a child, or pray about it and just leave it alone. So it's just a lot of things that come about before God actually bring you your person. You have to heal from all your childhood trauma. You have to break generational curses. It's a lot of things that you have to do, and it may sound like a lot. It may seem like it's hard, but it's really not. All you have to do is submit to the Lord. Submit yourself to the Lord and just allow him to come in and just take over. And you get out of God's way, and you stop trying to fix things in your life because you can't do it by yourself. You need God to help you. You need God to show you what to do. You need God to show you what you're praying for. Because if you don't know what's going on in your life, how would you know what to pray for? How would you know what to pray up off you? People put witchcraft on people every day just for no reason, just to see if it works. So if you don't know if people doing these things to you, how you gonna know what to pray for? You're not gonna know what to pray for. And that's why it's so important to get in God's presence, because he would show you. He would show you the people that's putting witchcraft on you. He would show you the people who's not for you. He would show you the one that's spitefully jealous of you. He would show you these things. So he's not going to allow you to get a husband or a wife if you still ain't do none of this work first. You have to do the work first. You got to get to know who God is first. You got to choose Christ first, because God tells us that we have to be husbands and wives of him first. So we have to get a relationship with him first in order for us to get the relationship that we want on earth. So if you're not doing the work to try to get to know who God is, and praying and fasting and giving up things of this world, giving up things that's hindering you, giving up people that's hindering you, God is not going to give you what you need, because therefore you're going to always still go back to these same people that don't even know what to do to get out of their situation. You got to learn to take things to God, not family, not friends, because they don't know nothing about their own lives. So learn to give it all to God, trust him, and just wait for him to send you that person. I'd rather wait on God to send me my husband than to sit up here and waste my time with people that I know that ain't for me. I ain't trying to get to know nobody. I don't want to try to get to know nobody. Why? Because I know you're not for me. I know you're not for me. I don't wasted enough time in my life trying to sit up here and worry about, oh, I'm finna go date just to see if I can find something better than God. No, you ain't gonna never find nothing better than God. You ain't gonna never find nothing better than God. Well, gosh, and even if he do show you who that person is, that don't mean you go out and pursue her, or that don't mean you go out and pursue him. Because you don't know if that person gonna be ready yet. So you gotta give them time to heal, and hope sometimes it do be both of y'all be ready for each other. Both of y'all be on the same page, because both of y'all are seeking the Lord. But most of the time, sometimes it's always that one person that know, another person really don't know. But God know that that person is special to them. So you gotta pray for your kingdom spouse, or pray for your spouse, even if you know them or you don't know them. It's very important for you to do that. So when you do get them, y'all both be on the same page, okay? You gotta fast for these things. But I will tell y'all to read Proverbs 5, chapter 5, and Proverbs chapter 7. And then read also Ephesians 5. That will give you some advice on what a husband and a wife should look like, and what you should not approve of them. Okay, so I thought I would get on here and just let y'all know what these things is, what you should look for, what you shouldn't look for in a husband and in a wife. Okay, so until next time, peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings.